Hello, David Farley here. We've got lab number 5 we're about to get started on. This lab is titration for acetic acid in vinegar. And it's kind of hard to see, but I have all of my supplies here in front of me. This burning fuel is actually holding my titration tube steady, so that's why that's there. But other than that, I have my sodium hydroxide, my vinegar, my phenolphthalein, and the rest of my materials right over here. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first couple of steps just talks about setting up your titration tube. We're using a syringe with a stopper on the bottom of it, and it's being suspended by the test tube holders and something to hold it down. And I've already set it up to clear it out, to get ready. And so I believe we should be ready to start this. Okay. So moving on to step number 1. I'm going to use a graduated cylinder to measure exactly 5 milliliters of vinegar sample, and it's going to be poured into the beaker that our titration is going into. So I have my graduated cylinder right here and my vinegar right here. I'm going to go ahead and measure out 5 milliliters. They did not make this easy to come out. Alright, looks like we have exactly 5 milliliters here. So this is our known concentration, it's our base. And I'm going to go ahead and pour that into the beaker here. Okay. So at this point we now have our known concentration, which is our vinegar, inside of the beaker. We know how much it is. And moving on to step 3. Going to be adding 2 drops of phenolphthalein to the vinegar sample in the beaker. So I have that right here. And just 2 drops. Okay. So now I have the beaker with the combination of vinegar and the pheno substance under the titrator. And I'm going to be opening the stop cork to add 1 drop of sodium hydroxide into the water sample. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to gently swirl the sample in the beaker, and we're going 1 drop at a time. Okay. And after each drop I will swirl the beaker and observe color change. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like anything happened with the first one, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to this next. Alright, So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, adding more drops and recording color changes, and get this done.